What's up? How are y'all doing? Hope y'all having a great day. I know I'm coming on around lunchtime, so hopefully I'm catching you at a great time. Today I want to talk to you about how to successfully hit your macros daily. Now, believe it or not, you actually have to plan out what you're eating. That's number one. Plan out exactly what you're eating. This is going to be the biggest key for you to be able to actually hit your macros. And I know, sounds crazy that you're going to plan out the meals that you're going to eat. What's up, Joey? I hope you're having a great day. So Austin asked the question, does that mean I can stop at Whataburger? And yeah, you could stop at Whataburger, but it's going to be very hard for you to hit all your macros, although Whataburger is super delicious. Great question. So planning it out. Now, if you planned ahead of time, you definitely could go to Whataburger and eat, but not always can you go to Whataburger just on the whim. That's the thing. You want to plan that out. What's up, Aaron? What's up? I don't know who PCG Fitness is, but what's going on? So second thing, having meals prepped ahead of time, essentially meal prep. That's what a lot of people do. We see a lot of that going on with social media is meal prep, being prepped ahead of time, but having those meals that you know exactly what is in them so you can plug them in. My kind of go-to meal prep is chicken, rice, and veggies. Super easy. I know it's about 315 calories. It's got a great amount of protein in it. It's got some carbs and, of course, very little fats, because that's the hardest thing for me to keep down is the fats, especially with dinner. What's up, Brandon? Hope you're having a great day. But I have to have those meals prepped in order to be able to do that. And third thing, eat the same thing every day. That's the easiest way to hit the macros. I mean, literally, that is the easiest way to hit your macros daily is to eat the exact same thing. But nobody wants to eat the same thing. And I'm not saying to, and I strongly suggest to eat other things because it's good for you, because you're going to be able to get other things from your diet if you eat different kinds of foods daily. Whereas you eat the same thing, you're not going to get all the nutrition from that, and you're not going to get the different varieties of nutrition that your body truly needs. So we need to eat differently than that. So how do we do that? How do we plan ahead but not eat the same thing? Well, part of it, and what I do is I have my snacks, what I call them. So it's usually my post-workout shake, which is a protein shake plus a carbohydrate, a high glycemic carbohydrate. So it gives me my post-workout shake right there. And then I also have some fruit with all these snacks, baked chicken, asparagus, and sugar-free pudding. I don't really do sugar-free pudding too much, Joey, but yeah, that's a good way to get a little bit of that sweet craving out of there. But yeah, baked chicken, asparagus for sure. Hey, Mary. So I have the post-workout shake, and I have the other snacks, which is just fruits mainly. And then my breakfast, that's pretty much always the same. I'll change it up, maybe just a little bit of coffee with some creamer and milk. And then I'll have either 1 or 2 whole eggs. And then right now I've been doing about 5 egg whites just to really help my protein get up a little bit more there in the mornings. And that's what I have. And then a piece of toast. So sometimes it depends if I had the protein donuts the other day. So I had those instead of the toast and kind of was able to mix things around. But indulging your sweet tooth, that's for sure. I have trouble with not indulging on sweets myself. So that's a good tip to do the sugar-free pudding. But yeah, so those are my 2 meals that are always the same. And every once in a while, I have to throw in that chicken and rice meal. I try not to every day, but usually I get 1. Sometimes it's 2 or even 3. Just depends on what's for supper. And this is where the planning ahead comes in. If you know what's going to be for supper, in my case, my wife cooks for us most days. I do some of the cooking, but I know what's coming ahead of time so I can plan around that and fit the other meals in. And it's not always chicken and rice. Like today I had some chicken with some protein pancakes, and then I had some pork tenderloin with red potatoes and green beans. And I'm going to have some steak with corn and mashed potatoes. This is probably the most varied day I've had in quite a while. And then tonight, my wife has some kind of chicken thing. So again, don't know what you planned, but I had a lot leaner food. So if I need to, I can put things in. And that's actually the fifth thing I'd say. I know I didn't really mention a fourth, but a fourth is kind of having a couple of pre-planned meals that you know what you're going to have every day and then working around from that. But the fifth or fourth, whatever you want to call it, thing, which I didn't put in the notes, so I want to make sure y'all watched the video, is I'm totally just blanking on it. Oh, is to know little snacks that you can have to get whatever macronutrient in you need. For instance, if you're lacking protein, two easy ways to do that. Chicken doesn't have a lot of fat in it, obviously no carbs, and then you can also do a protein shake. So those two things are going to give you a bunch of protein real quick with very little of carbs and fats. Secondly, if you want to just get straight carbs, well, you can do bread. That's pretty high in carbs and low in proteins and fats, as well as fruit. Most fruit is very low in fat and very high in carbs and low in protein. And then for your fats, peanut butter is kind of my go-to fat source because I'm not about to drink some olive oil. That'd be pretty gross, but you could do something like that. But I'll get peanut butter for my fat source. So I know a few snacks that I can have real quick to be able to get what I need, whatever macronutrient I'm missing to be able to hit those macros and then also hit the overall calories. So those are the 4 or 5 steps, if you want to say. So number one being that you need to plan your eating out. You need to plan your meals out. 2, have a meal prep, have some common meals. Number 3 would be to, I'm blanking on it. Oh yeah, it was the joke, to eat the same thing every single day, which nobody wants to do that. Number 4 would be to have a couple meals that are always the same, that you do really enjoy, and then fit things in around that. And that's what I think would be the best lifestyle approach to hitting your macros. And then number 5 is having little snacks that you know about that can fit into the macros and help you hit those macros on a daily basis. And that is exactly how you can be successful at hitting your macros, by doing those 5 things. So if you guys have any questions, if you want to join my Facebook group where I help teach about this, where I help hold you accountable to hitting your macros and hitting your goals, would love to have you in that group. Send me a message. We can talk about it, get on the phone, talk through things, and y'all go hit those macros and have a healthy and blessed day.